Elon Musk going head-to-head with President Trump, shareholders taking that in a bad way. Musk tweeting that Trump would have lost the election without his support. Here now for more is Tesla bull. That's how you're being described out of Dan Ives of Wedbush. Also, you just launched the Ives ETF, which I haven't had a chance to congratulate you on. But so let's talk about why Tesla shares are down so much on the spat between him and the president.
I mean, there's a view that the battle here going on between Musk and Trump, that this is going to continue to sort of, increase. And what that ultimately does is that autonomous and the regulatory vision, does Trump now not start to play nice in the sandbox with Musk?
I see.
So it really comes down to a big piece here is saying, does this beef between Musk and Trump actually continue to increase? And then the positive things you expected from an autonomous perspective and regulatory, now that's off the table because of what's happening here.
Right, so it's not so much about the EV mandate, which, as our last guest suggested, was always most likely to go away, and is, as Musk said, it's not even what he was, if we take him at his word, focused on in the bill. But you're saying, look, this is what people were worried about a couple months ago, that if Musk was too close to the administration, they would just do his bidding in terms of autonomous. And we had the video this week that was released of the pedestrian fatality, which is raising questions once again about whether their camera-based technology is the superior way to go or enough of a way to go versus LiDAR that it should be kind of broadly rolled out. So at the very moment that that's in the spotlight, here goes Elon Musk from the administration, potentially with the administration's ire.
Yeah, I mean, the timing is obviously very head-scratching in terms of Musk just going aggressively, right, in terms of the shot across the bow. And obviously, next week, you have the launch of Cybercab robotaxis in Austin. So look, friends fight. So again, I think this is not one that you could basically say this is going to continue to get worse and worse. But clearly, there's a line in the sand here. Musk has taken a stance. But I think the broader view, the reason Tesla stock's off the way it is, and I think overdone, is because the view that this means that Trump is not going to play nice when it comes to regulatory, autonomous, and a big part of the view that was going to be a huge positive. And I still believe it is for Musk and Tesla.
Why do you not think there's an increase? Let's say the market today is only increasing the chance that the regulation is not as friendly as it was 5 days ago. Do you think that's worth 9% on the share price?
No, I mean, I think this is a stock that, I mean, I could argue could be down a little. And it's my view that, like, if you're a believer in autonomous, like we are in robotics, this is a $2 trillion market cap in terms of Tesla. But the view that you went from basically first buddy in terms of Musk with Trump in the White House, Mar-a-Lago, and now they're doing this fight over social media, it's not what you want to see as a Tesla shareholder. And you saw with Trump, I think Trump's obviously a little taken aback that Musk has taken this much of a stance. But again, this is one where there can be a lot more chapters to this story. I don't think it's done right here.
Is there a benefit from Musk distancing himself as it relates to the buying public, the future buying public of Teslas?
Well, there's a big benefit. And the benefit, it actually is not about, in terms of their actual customer base in the U.S., whether Democrat or Republican, it's China. Because Musk knows China's the hearts and lungs, not just when it comes to autonomous, when it comes to demand story. The further he distances himself to some extent from, Trump, I think that's one that when it comes to China, in terms of within Beijing, that's definitely not a negative.
That's super interesting.
So that's our view here. Definitely, get the popcorn out. I don't think we're done here.
Dan, I'm glad we could pull you away.